Our April take-home packs are ready for pickup now at your local library branch. Our maker packs are designed for children ages 5 and up. They have a STEAM-based focus. In the April pack, children will make a spring circuit bug. Our Get Ready to Read packs are designed for children aged 2 to 5. These focus on developing early literacy skills. In the April pack, we're working with scissors. Both the Maker Pack and the Get Ready to Read pack are free and yours to keep. However, we only have limited quantities, so I suggest you go pick one up sooner rather than later. Children are generally able to start working with scissors between the ages of 2 to 3. If you don't think your child's ready to work with scissors, you can do most of the activities in the Get Ready to Read pack by having your child tear with their fingers, like so. This builds on the fine motor skills and the muscle development in their hand that they will need later on to work with scissors and then eventually to use pens, pencils, and crayons. Set your child up for success by investing in a quality pair of preschool scissors. You can generally find them for less than $5 and they're available at a variety of stores in our area. I bought this pair for my son when he was young and he's about to turn 18, so it is a worthwhile investment. They do last. Make sure that the scissors can actually cut. There's nothing more frustrating than working with dull scissors. If you have a lefty in your house, it is a little bit difficult to find left-handed scissors in our community. So at the library, we bought a bulk lot of left-handed scissors for children. If you'd like a pair, talk to staff at your local library branch. We will get a pair for you and it is $4, which is the cost of the scissors. To ease any worries about scissors being used at the wrong time or perhaps on the wrong thing, I encourage you to bring the scissors out at certain times. This is a hardware divider that I picked up at the dollar store. It was $3 and it has little dividers in it. One of the activities in the Get Ready to Read pack is cutting little strips of paper. We have templates for full pages and a suggestion is you can put the different strips in the different dividers of this container, and then you can also store the scissors in there and then bring this out from time to time to work with your child. When my oldest son was little, when his younger brother was napping, that was his time to work with scissors and we had no accidental haircuts at our house. Other container suggestions are tackle boxes or craft kits. At the library, we've put together something called Tinker Tray. This is part of our Full Steam Ahead kits that circulate. And this is something that you could put together for someone at your house. So these have bigger dividers and they have special tools in them. And we mix it up all the time, putting different objects in there. You could put different items or different colored paper in the different containers, and then your child has something special to work with. If they are visiting grandparents or going to a caregiver's or someone is coming to your house, this is something that can be pulled out and can be worked on with your child. Get your child into the habit of holding the scissors correctly. We have a little rhyme that we use and it's 2 fingers on the bottom and a thumb on the top. Open up the mouth and go chop, chop, chop. We've got different activities in the kit based on the stage that your child is at. This yellow circle is a sun, and the idea here is to do fringe cutting. This is the easiest, best first step for someone who's learning how to cut. And they just have to do one snip to do a cut. So they are opening up their scissors and just doing one cut, and they are stopping at the inner line. This is also good impulse control. So then they can pull back and continue on. They can make their fringes as close together or as far apart as they like. They can do a variety of it, but we're just working on getting that closing skill developed and also stopping when we need to stop. The next step is to work on the different strips that are in the package. So we have, again, some fringes to cut. So you cut and stop when the line stops. There are then angles, more straight lines, and some diagonals. if you're, one little thing to do with all the little snips that you make is to use this page that's in the pack and to glue on the different snips and make a crazy hairstyle. You can also put the snips onto an egg-shaped piece of paper, glue them on, and make an Easter egg. Be patient, supportive through all of this. Remember that your child is building muscles in their hand. They're working on developing fine motor skills and also coordination, which is still a struggle for a lot of us. To support your child, you can hold on to the end of the strip while they cut. You can also put a piece of tape to the top of the strip and then attach it to a wall or a table, and then your child can hold on to it and cut away. Remember that a preschooler's hand is going to tire easily, and they also have a really short attention span. So make this a short, successful activity, but it can be done almost every day. Once your child has mastered basic snipping and cutting, provide them with different activities that they can cut on their own. Something that my son did was we got a little notebook and he would look through catalogs and flyers, and he made this book. He called it his memory book because he wanted to remember all the things that he liked and things that he saw. And then when it was his birthday, he could remember what to ask for. So this also introduces the concept of reading. So your child is reading flyers, reading catalogs, and it's things that you can discuss with your child. They can cut out and they can paste into their book. When I had my son pull this book out the other day, we went through it and I noticed something that I wanted to point out to you here. Obviously, we had some kind of a conversation where we talked about percentages, dollars, and the cost of items. So this is a great example of how you can incorporate literacy into everyday conversations. So give your child a little journal, a little book. They can write in it on their own. They can cut and paste, and they can remember what it was like to be a little child. Kawartha Lakes Public Library. Millions of opportunities. One exceptional library.